Welcome back to SourceFed. I'm Lee Newton, America. For those of you that don't know Ryan Ferguson, I mean, why would you? He's not necessarily famous or a household name or anything, but he is making headlines lately. Why? Because he was recently released from prison after almost 10 years for a murder that was thrown out last week. 10 years in prison for a murder that he didn't commit. Ryan was convicted when he was 19 for the murder of Columbia Daily Tribune sports editor Kent Heitholt after a friend, Chuck Erickson, told police that he and Ferguson committed the crime. But later, Erickson struggled with important details when interrogated and even recanted his trial testimony. An eyewitness who testified that he saw Ryan Ferguson at the scene also later recanted. Hair, fingerprints, and bloody footprints were found at the scene, but none of them tied to Ryan. Not to mention the county prosecutors that violated federal law by failing to share several pieces of evidence with Ferguson's defense team. Mistrial much? I mean, come on. Nevertheless, he was convicted and spent 10 years in prison. But now Ferguson is a free man, and what is he doing with that freedom? Well, apparently first on his list was eating a steak with his family, which he said was delicious, naturally. And as far as what he's gonna do next, Ryan said he's going to work hard, spend time with his family, and remain optimistic to see what happens. To be honest, I think if I was in prison for 10 years, I would not be as optimistic as him. And with instances like this, it does make you think about the follies in our justice system. I mean, a man spent 10 years in prison for a crime that he didn't commit, and there's no way to give him that time back. There's a reason for the phrase innocent until proven guilty, and we can't just throw that out. But as for Ryan, I'm glad that he's getting a second lease on life, even if it is 10 years later. So guys, if you could, what would you do to fix our justice system? Let us know in the comment section down below. And of course, click this like and subscribe button. Click the annotation. Head on over to sourcefed.com. America. Also just space. America. Space. It was $4.